Well, National School Choice Week is almost underway across the country with thousands of events to celebrate education reform. Andrew Campanella, the president of National School Choice Week, joins us now. He's in San Francisco. He's going to tell us all about it. Thanks so much for joining us on the show, Andrew.
Thank you so much for having me.
So we want to hear about the goal of National School Choice Week. What is the goal? What is your objective with all of this?
Great question. The goal of National School Choice Week, with 21,000 independently planned events all across the country, is to let parents know that when it comes to the education of their children, they have choices in how they educate their kids and where they go to school. It's also an opportunity for people who support school choice to have their voices heard.
So, Andrew, when you're talking about these different opportunities, we want to look at specifically the state of Florida and how we stack up in terms of these choices.
Well, even though I'm in San Francisco today, I'm actually a Floridian. I live on the Panhandle, and I'm happy to say that Florida parents have more choices than parents in almost any other state in the country. Great traditional public schools with a robust open enrollment program, meaning you can send your child to any public school in Florida, regardless of what district you live in. A lot of great public charter schools, theme-based magnet schools focusing on things like math, science, arts, and technology, private school choice through Step Up for Students and the McKay Scholarship Program, a full-time statewide online academy that parents can send their kids to tuition-free, and of course the freedom and flexibility to homeschool your kids. So there are 6 options right there that parents in the Sunshine State have for their children's education.
So, Andrew, you just described those 6 choices, options, and so if a parent is saying, okay, I want to take advantage of this, what are the steps they need to take? What do they need to do?
What parents need to do right now is, if they want to find a different school for their child, if they want to look at their options, start visiting schools, going to open houses, going to school fairs, and start doing that right now. Don't wait until the summer months to start the process for the next school year. You need to actually get the process started in January, because if you wait too long, you'll have waited too long.
So, Andrew, some people who are opponents of this will say, well, you're taking funds away from the traditional public school. So what do you say to them? Not
at all. Traditional public schools improve with school choice, and that's what the research shows. It's also important to remember that when we talk about education, we need to talk about the education and the funding for each individual child, making sure that we're funding an effective education for every child in this country. We want all kids to be able to get a challenging, motivating, inspiring education that gives them the tools and resources and knowledge they need to live their own dreams.
And so, Andrew, as president of National School Choice Week, what is something that you can share with us that gives great meaning to what you do? I mean, obviously education is so important to you, but what's one of the most satisfying things about what you do?
To me, the most satisfying thing about what I do is seeing students happy and enjoying learning. I have been on so many school tours in Florida, because I live in Florida, and have seen kids who are truly excited to go to school every day. I've met their parents who are happy about being able to choose good schools for their kids. And that is what inspires me to do this work, because I know that when kids are excited to go to school in the morning, and of course you're never going to be excited to go to school every morning, but at least most mornings, that child is learning. That child is being prepared and inspired. And that's what we want for every kid in Florida and every kid in this country.
Well, thanks so much for celebrating National School Choice Week with us. We appreciate it. Great talking with you, Andrew Campanella.
Thank you.